What is up, everybody? VitalSyntax here. I've got some more Battlefield 3 beta gameplay, and I'm using the AKS 74U, and we're playing, obviously, Rush on Operation Metro as defenders, and I'm playing with the Engineer class. But there's a couple of topics I want to talk about today regarding Battlefield 3 and also some channel updates. So the first one is I wanted to talk about Game Fan Shop again. I've talked about this in one of my previous videos, but I think it helps everybody just to remind you, and since Battlefield 3 is going to be released in the next couple days, I believe it's like 10 days from now, I think it'll benefit some of you guys to check out the Game Fan Shop. So basically what Game Fan Shop is it's a PC retailer. They sell PC games through Origin and Steam and other popular services like that. Basically what you do is you purchase the game from their website. Actually, it's from my specific Game Fan Shop. Some of the revenue goes directly to me. You save money because it's cheaper than if you would have bought it directly from the site, and there's absolutely no difference in the product that you're getting. So say, for example, you're purchasing Battlefield 3. If you were to buy it directly from Origin, it would cost you $60. If you were to buy it from Game Fan Shop, you're going to save, I believe at this point, it's only 7%. If you would have pre-ordered a couple weeks ago, it was like 22% or something like that. But obviously, since it's being released so soon, the deal has gone down a little bit. But still, you'll save like 7%, which is $5 or $6. There's absolutely no difference in the product they're getting. They'll actually email you a redemption code that you put into Origin, and you download it directly through Origin. So it benefits everybody. If it benefits you, you get a cheaper price. Benefits me, I get some of the revenue is supporting me, and it's awesome. So enough about that. Next thing I want to talk about was the BattleCast. So the BattleCast over at therealbattle.com is a Battlefield-centered podcast. It's run by some of the guys that have been working on one of the most successful podcasts that they used to do with SOCOM, and now they're kind of moving into the Battlefield scene. And we did the first episode a couple weeks ago, and I was a guest on there. And just recently we recorded episode 2. I thought it turned out really good. We talked about everything from Battlefield 3 beta to full game, changes in the full game, things like that. And I thought it was a really cool discussion. There's some awesome people that were in there as well, and hopefully I'll be on some of the future episodes, and I'll always make sure to point out when and where you can find those. So I'll put a link in the description to that episode 2. You also watch episode 1 if you haven't seen that. Also, therealbattle.com has a great forum website. They have great articles about up-to-date topics regarding Battlefield and other games. And therealbattle.com and Battlefield O are my two personal go-to websites for Battlefield news. So if you're looking for a new site to get some of those juicy new press releases and things like that, then definitely check out those two sites. One of the biggest things that's going on is regarding to Battlefield right now is the GeForce LAN event. So there's a huge LAN party going on board a aircraft carrier called the USS Hornet, which was a World War II aircraft carrier. And NVIDIA has been sponsoring this huge LAN event where they're playing Battlefield 3. They're getting exclusive access to 3 brand new maps that nobody else has seen, on top of also being able to play Caspian Border and Operation Metro like we got to play in the open beta. They're doing a huge tournament with a 4v4, I believe, team deathmatch, and also open play where you can play things like Conquest and other game modes. And there's been tons of footage released from that. I'm not going to upload any footage myself just because I didn't want to. I obviously can't be recording anything since I'm not there, and I don't want to steal anybody else's footage. So, but I will put a link in the description to some gameplay I found. It's some off-screen gameplay of Damavand Peak, and they're playing team deathmatch. And this is the level actually that has the 500-meter base jump at the very beginning for attackers on Rush. So it's a really cool map. And if you haven't seen it and you're excited to see it before the actual game comes out, just check out that video. I'll put a link in the description as well. And some of the things that people have been tweeting about, talking about in interviews regarding this GeForce LAN event is how polished this game is. Now, obviously, they're not playing the full game. They're playing a build that's probably a couple weeks old, but they're playing a very finished build. It's not completely finished. There might be still some bugs and things like that, but from everybody that I've heard talking in vlogs or talking on podcasts and videos that they're uploading. I mean, I saw a 2-hour podcast that was uploaded by Battlefield O, and they were talking with some of the people that are actually at the event playing these maps and things like that, and they were saying how polished the game was. You know, all of the problems that they had with hit detection, latency, falling through the map, feeling like you get killed instantly because hit detection wasn't always dead on. All those problems that people were having in the beta, everybody's saying is dead on perfect with this latest build of Battlefield 3. And some people have been saying maybe that's because it's a LAN, but they are in fact playing on off-server or off-site servers. Yes, they are playing in the same room, but they're all connecting to a server that's about 7 hours away from where they're actually playing. So hopefully that encourages some of you guys that had some issues with the beta. Hopefully that reinsures some of your doubts that you might have had. Also, Operation Firestorm is one of these maps that they've been playing at the LAN event, and it is a huge map. From rumors, I've heard it's even bigger than Caspian Border, and it's very, very vehicle-centered. They actually have 6 tanks per team in playing Conquest, and 6 tanks is just it's crazy. That's so many tanks, and that's just the normal heavy tank. You've also got the anti-air tanks, the light vehicles, you've got the jets, the helicopters, the jeeps. So I think that although Caspian Border was a huge map, I think that Operation Firestorm is even bigger, and it's just awesome that they're actually going back to this original Battlefield 2 sequel, because I know there are a lot of doubts about Battlefield 3 that it was going to be Bad Company 3, since it's been, they've had so many changes since Battlefield 2. Battlefield 2 came out quite a while ago, and although they are incorporating lots of new changes, this game is definitely not Bad Company 2. This is a true sequel to Battlefield 2, in my opinion, and one of the best ways you can see that is in the map design. The huge maps, the heavy focus on infantry, and also, sorry, not the heavy focus on infantry, the heavy focus on vehicles. And I know some of you guys might doubt that just because of what you played in Operation Metro, but if Operation Metro is the only thing you have played, then you have absolutely no idea of what this game is going to play like. And I think Operation Metro was a terrible representation of the full game, and there's lots of other reasons that I think they might have chosen that map. And actually, we talked about a lot of that stuff in the BattleCast, or the real BattleCast, I guess they're calling it, because I think there was there was a podcast previously that was called the BattleCast or something like that. But regardless, also on that similar note to podcasts, me and my buddy Matt, or Freezing Rain, or whatever you want to call him, Holy Popsicle Batman, Holy Cheddar Cheesecake, I don't give a fuck. We're going to be doing more of the SquadCasts coming up real soon. And some of our buddies over at Gamerspawn, if you haven't heard of Gamerspawn, they're a huge Battlefield. They're not only a Battlefield channel, but they're just a big gaming channel in general. They have always been kind of huge Battlefield fans. I think they're upwards of 100,000 subscribers, so they're getting big. They have definitely grown a lot in the past couple of years. But they're actually uploading some of our BattleCast videos and some of my other videos I've been doing on Battlefield. So you guys should go check them out there. If you don't want to watch them twice. It's not like I'm uploading separate videos there. They are basically ripping them from my channel and re-uploading them with my permission. So let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, well, obviously since the beta ended, we haven't been able to play it since then, unless you're obviously at one of these huge LAN events. So I've been going back and playing some Bad Company 2 recently, and oh my god, it's so much different. I hate it, to be honest. It might be just because I'm so used to the pacing, the art style, the graphics, and things of that nature that Battlefield 3 had. I was playing Bad Company 2 the other night for, I don't know, like an hour or two, and the entire time I was just like, I was thinking to myself, I don't want to be playing this. I want to play Battlefield 3. And it's good. It's a good thing, at least in my opinion, because when a new game's coming out, you want to have that feeling of wanting to play it. I mean, that to me is one of the best measures of how good a game is. If you come home from work, you come home from school, or wherever whatever you're doing, and you want to play a game, to me that's one of the best measures you can have of how good a game is, of how the fun factor. And for me, Battlefield 3 is so fun that I'm not having fun playing any other games. But that's basically all I wanted to talk about with Battlefield 3 related topics and whatnot. So I guess I can talk about some of this gameplay here. We're playing Defenders, obviously, and we've been holding A and B pretty steadily. They've planted twice, I believe, and we just defused both times. And now these assholes keep spawning over here to my left side. And I don't understand why they're doing it, because they kept coming over and spawn camping us and killing us when they could have easily armed the objective. So I don't know. If you guys are playing attackers, don't worry about kills. All you have to worry about is arming the objectives. I'm personally probably not going to be playing Rush all too much with the full game. I'm mostly a Conquest player, but hopefully some people can learn actually how to play this game properly. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, remember to leave a rating. If you guys haven't already, remember to subscribe if you want to see future videos. And I'm with a score of 26-5, I believe. Yep. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next video. Peace.